Con. Bobby Con. It's the Bobby Con Show.
All right, we're back. We're coming to you from the iconic Sahara Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. My favorite place, my favorite casino. And today I'm here with somebody who I met while on house arrest on an ankle monitor.
House arrest?
Tahlia Fisher from...
I wasn't on house arrest.
Oh, you sure?
I'm positive it was not me on house arrest. I think we're talking about somebody else.
Oh, okay. Well, this is Tahlia Fisher from... She runs a charity called All Seated in a Barn, right?
Yes.
So 6 years ago, I'm on house arrest. I can't leave the house. I can't even go to the mailbox. And I have nothing but my cell phone. So I'm sitting around and I'm scrolling on Instagram. And next thing you know, this video pops up. And there's this woman with the most piercing blue eyes.
Driven my vampire eyes.
No, I don't know what. No, vampires have blue eyes?
Or White Walker.
Are they really? What's White Walker?
Game of Thrones.
I didn't never watch Game of Thrones.
Oh my God.
I don't do like goblins and dragons.
You are missing out.
I watch gangster movies. That's what I watch.
This is gangster. There's a lot of gangster stuff in it.
Well, but it's got dragons and stuff, right? Yeah, I don't do that stuff. So I'm sitting there, I'm watching, and this woman, she's got a hat on, baseball cap on, and piercing blue eyes, and she's got tears in her eyes. And I'm like, why is this woman crying? And then she shows, and this video just hit me, right? It was a horse that, I think it was a horse. Yeah, it was a horse or a donkey. It was a donkey, I believe, in really bad shape. And it was a Messier, the whole 9 yards. And then I start going through her page. And it was like one video after. And I'm like, this woman rescues animals, horses, donkeys, all kinds of stuff, camels.
Everything.
Zebras. And
people.
I went down the rabbit hole watching you, right? Mm-hmm. And I just started sharing your videos, one after the other. And then it was like, that drew me to horses even more. Like I'm an animal lover, right?
Right.
And at that point, I'm gonna let you introduce you. So that I struck a nerve with me, and I started following you. Never met her. 6 years go by, and actually, I know this is the first time I'm meeting her. But a year ago, the actress Dawn Oliveri from Yellowstone, she started following me and shared my stuff. And before that, you started following me. Mm-hmm. We never met till today.
Nope, till today. Yesterday, in person, first time.
Yeah, and she's here for my birthday party today. We're having an epic birthday bash, and she's here.
You obviously made such a big impression on me and Dawn both on social media that I was like, we have to go.
Well, why?
I have to meet him.
But why? Like, I'm just a fat bald guy.
It's your love of the horse. Anyone that loves animals and wants to support what I'm doing and my passion and get behind that is my friend and on my side.
Well, that's awesome. So I'll tell you what you did for me, okay? So I
made you donate.
What? Yeah. So this is what what happened? So I was the FBI's most wanted fugitive for 5 years. So when I came home, I fought the government for another 5 years. And during the 5 years, I was stuck in my home for 3 years. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. And the prosecutor was doing everything he could to make my life miserable. And while I was stuck, I asked the judge permission for everything. Like, hey, I need to go to my kid's school. I want to go here. Nothing. I saw your video, and I called my lawyer on Monday morning, and I said, I want to rescue horses. I want to save animals, right? And he says, what? He goes, you're a city slicker. I said, no, I don't give a shit. And he went to court, and this is all on record, and we asked permission so I could go and rescue horses.
That's so cool.
And
did you?
Yeah, absolutely. So the prosecutor, the prosecutor was a fucking asshole, said no. And the judge says, why not? And he said to me, he goes, how much time do you need? I said, I don't know. I let the horses out in the morning, and then they got to put them away in the evening, and I'm going to be working with them. And the judge says, how many days a week? I said, they're 7 days a week. He goes, fine, you have all the time you want. Just got to let them know that you're leaving the house at what time, and you can go. And I had never worked with a horse before that. I found this rescue that rescued horses.
Nevada?
No, this was in New Jersey at that time. Yep. Okay. And I walked in, and the first day, there was this horse, and I just got a painting of this horse. It was a horse's name was Politico. He was a 17-year-old ex-racehorse, right? Mm-hmm. Just fabulous, absolutely beautiful. And I walked up to him, and he started smiling. Like, he was showing me his teeth.
Yeah.
Because I had carrots in my hands. And I got to a relationship with this horse where I'd say, if you show me your teeth, I'll give you carrots. And over the next couple of years, I spent time with these horses, working with them. you know, and I saw like horses come in. I saw and I can't tell you what those horses did for me during that period. Like I was fighting the worst. I was facing decades in prison. And you know the amount of stress you go through when you know that your freedom is almost taken from you?
I don't.
It is, I don't wish it on anybody, right? But when I was around the horses, they calmed me. And it was at that time I said, I will do anything in my power for the rest of my life to sit there and make sure I fight for these horses.
It's crazy how
And
horses
then,
have that effect on
yeah.
people, though, right?
And then, like, I used to like love your videos and watch your videos. And when I, you know, finally decided to run for Congress, one of the biggest things was that I'm going to sit there and fight to end the wild horse roundups and the horse slaughter pipeline. And to have you here today means the world to me.
Oh, thank you for having
You know,
me.
because you were part of my journey to get to this
A
point.
piece of it.
Yeah, you were. And I never met
And
you.
you might be a piece now, part of my journey.
To end this
trying to
heartache.
End this.
Yep.
Exactly, heartache.
But it's amazing how like life works, right? Like you come across people that you've never like, you just see them online. Like that's the
Right.
beauty of social media, right? Nobody understands that. I'm like, I've come across so many people in the last 5 years that were in all parts of the world. You'd never think you'd ever meet, and you come together and you're like, wow, how'd that happen?
Right. Dawn is one of the people that always likes to put in perspective for me, where like when the pieces are supposed to fall into their spot on the puzzle board,
Yeah.
it's because you're on the right path.
Yeah.
And that's similar to our situation. You and I, the stars aligned, and now we're on the same path. And
Well, I want to know more about like, so, you know, for those that don't know, what is All Seated in the Barn? What is it that you do?
it's a multifaceted nonprofit with the main focus being on intercepting horses and donkeys and zebras from the pipeline.
Yeah.
So there's a big problem in the United States. If there's a horse or a cat or a dog, everyone knows animal shelter is kind of like where they go, right? But where do the horses go? Well, if they're wild horses, they're put into holding pens, which you've seen firsthand, and it's just like prison. And then if they're domesticated horses, they end up at an export facility and they go to slaughter in Mexico.
Or Canada,
which most of Canada is closing down. But they'll buy for zoo meat and things like that. And there's, I think, one more slaughterhouse in Canada that buys. But predominantly, the easiest way for the United States to handle this horse problem is just let them go to slaughter. And the sad reality of that is a lot of these horses have nothing wrong with them. They're happy, they're healthy, they're friendly. They have been race horses, people's horses, camp horses,
work horses,
plow horses. I mean, that should not be their ending. And then on the flip side of that, our horses in America, we put so many drugs into them, and you're just slaughtering them, and then people are eating that without any testing or anything like that, which is also really dangerous.
Well, I'm going to interject here for a second. So for those of you that don't know, because a lot of people, when I talk about this, have no clue what this issue is.
Right.
So we here in Nevada, we have the largest wild horse population. So I'm going to give you back. In 1971, the wild horse population in the West went down to 27,000 horses, right? And President Nixon signed the Wild Horse and Burros Act, which said that the wild horses were dedicated 53 million acres, and that those horses are going to roam there, and the BLM, the Bureau of Land Management, was going to manage those horses. And over time, the population went up to 90,000, correct? It went up to 90,000, but what happened is over time, greed takes over, right? So ranchers decided they wanted land for grazing rights. The ranchers can donate money to politicians, but horses can't. So when they donated, guess what? They got rights to the land. And now all of a sudden there's 6 million cattle sitting on this land, and almost 20 million acres was given up to ranchers. And then ranchers like, no, we don't want these horses anymore. Let's get rid of them.
Right.
So there's giant prisons for horses in Reno, in Tonopah, and all across. Like see, the Wild West, I mean, the West wouldn't exist without the horses. The country wouldn't exist without horses. And they're meant to roam free. Our government said that's their land, let them run free. But money comes in and greed comes in, and they're like, no, let's get rid of them. And like everything else in America, it's just vanishing. Like, you know, I mean, we're losing pieces of America that we love so much.
Right.
Like when I talk about make Vegas Vegas again, right? I love Vegas, and I feel like we're losing a piece of Vegas. The reason I sit in this casino here is because I love this casino because it reminds me of the old charm that we used to have, what made Vegas. So if we do this to everything in our life, we're not going to be a country that there's nothing left, right?
Yeah.
So firsthand, you have to see this in person. When, you know, they pick up these horses from the land, they use helicopters and they scare these horses. They're breaking up herds that are herds are families, right? They're breaking into these families, they're putting them and they're transporting them and they're putting them in giant prisons. I've been to prison. Now, I know what that feels like. I hated every second of it. Now, imagine being a 1,500-pound animal locked up in a prison.
Separated from your family.
They're separated from your family, all because somebody wanted your home.
Right.
That's basically what it is.
Right.
And then next thing you know, there's nothing wrong with you, and you're put on a truck, you're shipped to an auction, and somebody buys you, and then you go across the border. Either they're going to kill you for your meat, or they're going to turn it around. Right now, what's happening is they're stuffing drugs into these horses and bringing these drugs back into the country. So this fentanyl and everything else that's coming into this country is coming in, buried in horses that are, basically these horses are American taxpayer horses. Or they're using a horse meat, as you said.
Right.
You want to shed light on that?
Well, so people eat horse, not in Mexico, but in Europe and Asia.
Yes.
So there's a huge demand for that. So the horses and the donkeys are ground up and essentially shipped overseas.
Yep.
For people to eat.
Yep. And it's big in Japan too.
Yeah, Japan is more fresh horses though.
Yeah.
That's where the Canada comes into play. They ship these horses live into Japan.
Yep. And they kill them there.
They kill them there for sashimi and sushi and all the restaurants and things like that. And which is horrifying because the poor horses are going, a lot of these are injured plow horses from the Amish.
Yeah, and
now
they're on a plane.
Stand on a plane for 20 hours or however long it takes and then get off. They're terrified and then they're just
killed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of people don't see this reality. And you see this, and I don't understand. Like, I look at your videos sometimes, and I'm a pretty tough guy, right? And I always look at it, I'm like, I don't know how she does it every day. You know, like, don't take this image and think, she's a tough one. You're a badass. You really are.
I am.
Yeah, you absolutely are.
I am in my field, and I know that.
No, listen, I mean, I see you pulling horses. I see you doing this. Like, you should be like sainthood right there. No, because how many horses a month do you save?
It's between 40 to 70.
Okay. And how many horses do you have on at your facility?
Like 517.
How much does that take, if you don't mind me asking?
I have to basically fundraise for around $500,000 every month.
$500,000, $6 million a year.
Yeah.
And you do that all on how? I
go on social media and I beg. And I plead and I show the stories and the faces of what I'm looking at, and I hope that people want to.
And they suck you in. So, like, you know, like you see horses in some of the worst conditions.
Horrifying conditions.
Yeah.
Like, which it's sad because you can't really, like, you know, for instance, if you see an emaciated horse, right? You want to immediately get so mad at the owner. But a lot of this is also lack of education to the public.
Yeah.
People just grow up and it's like, oh, a horse needs to eat. Let's throw it hay.
Yeah.
Well, horses' teeth don't ever stop growing.
So you got to
So you have to shave them down so they can grind the food up to get the nutrition to make them fat.
Yeah.
But a lot of these horses aren't getting their teeth done, and people don't know to do that, or they don't have the money to do it if they do know.
Exactly.
And so then, and then the horses end up getting skinny, and they're like, well, I was feeding it, I was doing my job.
Yeah.
And really, the problem is lack of knowledge that the horse needs a little bit more. Exactly. They're not wild horses that take care of it on their own.
Well, think about it. I mean, what's it take to take care of a 200-pound human? Now you're talking about a 1,500-pound horse.
Where it gets messed up, though, is when I have to watch people bring in these horse traders, horses with broken legs and broken necks. And I have to stand there and bite my tongue, watch them load the horse off. The horse is limping with its broken leg or its fractured back.
Yeah.
And then I have to turn around and be like, how much do you want for your horse?
So you can put it down peacefully.
So I can go do the right thing and put the horse down. And then I have to negotiate with an asshole.
Yep.
And
people are sick that they like, I don't know what possesses people to allow and see that. Like, I couldn't see an animal in pain, right?
Right.
But these people know that this horse is hurting. He's hurt, broken.
They do not care. There's this whole industry of, most of it is men, but they found that they can make a lot of money very easily off taking advantage of the horse.
Emotions.
Off emotions and the horses, though, because if the horse is in pain, they can give it a quick shot, jump on it, ride it around.
Yep.
Somebody thinks they're getting a deal, but really they're just getting a crippled horse.
So it's no different than when the car goes to the auction and they put, like, you know, they put chemicals in it to make it sound good. And next thing you know, you take it home and the car's a piece of shit.
Except these are living, breathing animals that, sure, take the nice horse home that seems calm. Let your kids get on it, it bucks them off, and then your kid dies.
Yeah.
Because someone just wanted to make a couple extra
few dollars, right?
It's so messed up.
Now, you get donations from everybody.
Everyone. Yeah. I mean, from a lot of people.
You celebrities, you name it.
I wouldn't say celebrities, no.
Okay.
No. It is more the general public.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't sit here and name very many celebrities that donate.
Wow. So people like $25, $50, $100 donations.
Small donations from people all over the country.
But that's
the world.
That's to do all that. That's a lot of work every month.
Yeah.
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 When do you get some time off? Like, I mean, I'm surprised you're here.
With you, with my glass of ice.
Like, I've never seen you. Don't take this the wrong way. I've never seen her clean. Like, she's always covered in, like, she's covered in all kinds of horse poop and all that stuff.
I'm not ever. I'm fine with it though. That is my life, and I live it, and I'm happy about it.
No, but I gotta say, there's something that happened. So, eventually, I had to go to prison, and before I had to surrender, they tell you have this many days left. And the last day of my freedom, I had to surrender next day before 11 a.m., right? So the day before I had to surrender, like, and this is when I say these animals have feelings. There was this paint. It's paint as a horse that's black and white, splashy, right? That's what it. And me and him, we used to, like, just have fun all day long. And it's 4 o'clock. I wanted to go lock him up. He'd run in always, right? That day, he refused to go in. He stood by me. He just stood by me and just kept rubbing his face on my shirt, right? And so I just kept, like, patting him, and I'm like, let's go. He refused to move. He didn't want to go. And, like, I sat there for about a half hour, and the other lady had to finally take him away. And he knew.
Sense it. Like, they're so intuitive.
And, like, at that point, I was sad. And like I said to you, I'm a guy that my son died at 4:30 in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning. And I was sitting at my desk at 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, that's how emotionless I am. But that horse, all those horses, they just ate away at me. And that's what put me on this journey.
That's what's so hard too, when I go to this place every month, and I'm there for like 7 to 10 days straight, living in hell. And it's hard because I'm not connecting. Like, sure, I communicate with the people that are there, right? I communicate with the horse traders. I communicate with the guy that ships them to slaughter. But the ones that I connect to are the horses.
Yeah.
And that's where people don't understand that when I am there and I am begging and I'm like, please, for the love of God, it's because the one thing that's giving me comfort through being there is them.
Yeah.
It's those horses.
Yep.
That now, if I don't get the funding, they are just going to go die. And it's not like a good death, right?
No, it's a miserable death.
They go into a chute.
Yep.
And they can smell the blood. They can feel it. If it's a good slaughterhouse, they're raining mist down on them, so they can't smell the blood necessarily as much as the horse in front of them.
And they shoot them in the head, right?
They put a chain around their neck, and then they do the shooting, and then they lift them up, and then they slit their stomachs, and if they're pregnant, the baby falls on the ground, and they slit the baby's throat.
How does somebody do that? And they say, that's my job. I want to do that.
No.
Like, you got to be like, what kind of human being does that?
I can't even go there because I don't know. Like, I can't be that.
So if somebody wanted to help you and they wanted to donate, where can they go to donate?
They can go to the website, allseatedinabarn.com.
Allseatedinabarn.com.
Or they can go on Instagram. They can click the link, and then there's all the ways they can donate there.
Yeah.
PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, check, paper trail.
Listen, you watch her videos. I'm going to tell you one thing. You're going to be following her, and the next day you're going to be like, how do I help her? That's it. Because that's like me. I'm like, I can't see this. I can't look at it. And
it's the before and afters too, right? Because I try to do my best to show, like, where people's money is going and the impact it's making.
Yep.
And that, like, when I started this nonprofit in 2018, there was no one doing what I was doing.
Yeah.
And people can see the change, though. And how many nonprofits have poked up, and now we've got Dawn, and then you speaking about it, and all these people now the awareness is finally getting out there that I think change will happen before
Well, even with me, like, people coming, like, I had no idea. Like, I've had all types of people come to me and say, I didn't know that was an issue.
Right.
I live here in Nevada. Because, like, a lot of people are like, I live in Vegas. Why do I care about this, right? I live, near the Strip. Why do I care? I'm like, because you could be eating horse meat.
Right.
Or you could end up, the drugs that are coming in your streets could have been because they were burying a horse.
Right.
Right. And I said, you're spending $300 million a year of taxpayer money to go through this, to house these horses, pick up these horses, ship them to slaughter.
Yep.
I said, so yeah, it does affect you.
Dawn and I talk about this too all the time, where if the government would just give the nonprofits who are doing what we should be.
Yep. Give them the $300 million. Yeah.
Give us the money. Let us handle the program.
Yep.
And we won't have a bad program.
What would you like Congress to do?
Well, they need to just stop the transport of horses for slaughter. That just needs to end. Shouldn't be a thing. And then subsidize the nonprofits.
The export of horses.
Right, the export of horses for slaughter. And then subsidize the nonprofits who are the bigger ones in the industry, and the small ones,
Yep.
so that we can solve the problem by bringing the horses in, doing the vetting, finding them homes, giving them sanctuary, like all the things.
Yep.
Why are we spending so much money to put them in a prison?
Exactly. Because if you've never been, okay, and a lot of people are like, they're gonna be watching like, why is this effect? Go to Reno, go to Tonopah, go places like that. There's giant prisons. It's basically, you'll have hundreds of horses in this prison that we're feeding.
In a small space.
In a small space. They literally are like this on top of each other. And it is heartbreaking. And then eventually it doesn't impact you. You know, what I should have said in the beginning is to say, you may be eating horse meat and you don't even know about it. That's basically it, right? And because that's the case, you don't know. And there's a way to tell if you're eating horse meat, if it's if it's raw.
Huh.
Because remember, the bronchial medication that they give them, that's the only way you can test to see if it's beef.
Interesting.
Yeah. So horses are given a bronchial medication that cattle aren't given. So you can tell when you test that meat, when it's raw, you'll know that's horse meat or that's cow meat. And people don't know that.
Well, what people don't think about too, though, is when these horses go across the border to Mexico, right?
Yep.
And they get slaughtered, that meat can be sold to companies that are turning around and importing it right back into America.
Absolutely.
And it's just animal byproduct.
That's it. Exactly. So like it could be mixed in all the like the fast food or like the TV dinners or any of that stuff, and you don't know it. So if you prevent the horses from leaving America, you kill off all that. Yeah, because in America you can't slaughter a horse.
Right. Well, you can.
You can't. Well, no, but now they're ending it. They're shutting it down in Chicago.
Well, you can slaughter a horse in the United States legally. You can't transport the meat for commercial purposes.
Okay.
And that's how they were able to pass that bill.
So what do they slaughter it for then?
People eat it. There's cultures like
in America. It's allowed.
In Florida, there are people that slaughter horses for private. Like I could go slaughter a horse at my house and eat the meat, and that is legal.
Wow.
That's how it's legal to hunt zebra on private land.
But why would it be? Well, who the fuck wants to eat?
There are people. Dawn we were talking about how they did a bust in, it was
right here,
I think in
Vegas, yeah.
And they were literally butchering horses and selling it to the general public.
Yeah, I saw it. I have a video of that.
The frozen bags of horse meat.
Yep.
From these people. And there's other documented cases of like they're doing it and selling it to the communities that eat horse meat which is just part of their.
He was advertising on Facebook.
Facebook Marketplace.
So right here in Vegas, there's a guy. Yes. He literally sells plates of cooked meat that's horse meat, and people line up to buy it. Sick fucking people.
Well, Amazon's gotten in trouble a lot lately because they've been they were, I don't know how much they are now, I haven't looked, selling horse and donkey products on there.
Wow.
Well, the donkey tea, and then they were selling horsehide shoes and horsehide other products. That is illegal for Amazon to be doing.
So, well, that's crazy. But let's talk fun stuff right now. Unless you got something else.
I have so many conspiracy things I would.
Oh, shit. She's a conspiracy theorist. Okay. All right. So, let me ask you a question. First off, how often do you come to Vegas?
Never.
When's your first time?
No. In my early 20s, I loved Vegas. I thought I was going to live here. I came here like every weekend.
Yeah, well, okay. So your early 20s. What did you do in your old life before you did this?
I sold wine.
So you're a wino. Just kidding.
Surprise.
Yeah, clearly the glass of wine.
Really,
okay.
No, I built brands. That's what I did before this. I built small production wine companies to help get their brands out there into the general public.
Okay.
And beer and spirits.
Just for wine or everything else too?
Everything, but mostly wine, because that's what I love. The stories, the people, their dirty hands, their like passion for that.
Okay. So if I wanted to sell something, you put it into the real market. That's what you would do?
If you wanted to sell something like
I don't know.
No, I would call your middleman friend who would probably help you do that.
Hey, what's up? There's the middleman over there. Okay.
If you needed help with like wine or anything on that, I could give you advice or suggestions, but I wouldn't come to me with like a product idea.
So when you used to come to Vegas, where'd you stay?
I would stay at Treasure Island or wherever I could get a cheap room.
Okay, all right. So, and Vegas has changed in the last couple of years.
It's changed a lot.
What'd you see that's changed?
I've only been to downtown Vegas once previously, a long time ago, and then when I was little.
Yeah.
And really what's changed is just, I don't know I know that it's like how expensive it is.
Yeah.
Everything is so expensive. You can't even just park a car anymore.
Well, here at the Sahara is free.
Yes.
Sahara's free valet, free parking.
So, and I know that.
And you're staying here.
I am staying here and I love it. And it is so nice. Like I am floored by how nice the room is.
Yeah.
Like truly, I didn't know what I was going to get, but I'm happy with anything because I live when I have to.
But you got the purple and gold room, right? It's like this purple seats are in there, like you have the purple sofas or something.
I don't know if I paid that much attention to.
Okay, yeah.
I was more into the fact that they have the lights that don't make you look ugly, and I was so grateful that my self-consciousness was not going to be at all times.
They're bright. They're bright open rooms.
But they're bright open rooms, big, beautiful, comfy bed. There's a refrigerator, mirrors everywhere.
Well, it's a hidden gem in Vegas. Like, there's a reason why I always do everything at the Sahara, because
it is a hidden gem.
Okay, so I'm going to say something that most people don't know about the Sahara. There's a reason why the Sahara is special to me. So when I left prison, instead of sending me home, they wouldn't send me to home. They sent me to a halfway house. And at a halfway house, you can't go anywhere. You can't go to your own house. So it was Christmas time, and I wanted to spend time with my family. They wouldn't let me go to my house, but they said I can go to a casino.
Okay.
So on Christmas Day, I came to the Sahara, and this is right after they had like redone the whole place and everything.
Which is beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And we had Christmas dinner at Chickies and Pete's, because they only gave me 3 hours to be out of the halfway house. So we came to Christmas dinner. We had dinner, at Chickies and Pete's, and we rented a room upstairs in the room that you're in, not like similar to that. And we exchanged presents for the kids, right?
Yeah.
And at that point, I said, they just latched on. And after that, I became, I love this place, and this is my home.
The pool is amazing. I can see why.
Actually,
like everything so far, I told my mom, I was like, if I come back to Vegas, I will stay here. Like this is a amazing hotel. And what I also don't like about the other side of Vegas that I used to be around was it's all too showy. It's fake,
Exactly.
Like it's a lot of people spending
substance.
a lot of money to try to pretend to be something they're not.
Yep.
These are genuine, real people walking around this hotel that are here because they can afford it and they're happy to be here.
Yep, absolutely. And it's a hidden gem, and I love it. So I'm glad you're staying here, and I'm glad we're having a party here tonight.
I'm so excited for you tonight.
Absolutely.
But I need to get back to the sheet of paper.
Oh, what sheet of paper?
Not going to forget about this.
What sheet of paper are we talking about?
So I want you to write something down on the paper.
For what?
Well, I feel like I don't even need to go there with this. You and I know that we had a conversation earlier with Dawn.
Okay.
We asked a very specific question.
Okay.
And we need you to write down on that piece of paper the answer.
But they're going to want to know what I'm talking about. And I can't tell them that.
And we can't tell them what it is, right?
Yeah.
Because then we can't.
But I'm going to burn this paper.
We're going to burn the paper.
Where's my lighter?
But he's going to write on it first, and then we're going to burn it.
Oh, shit. No, I'm going to, hold on. All right, hold on.
I'm going to look at it and then turn around and hand it right back to you. Like it never existed.
Okay. You can't share it with anybody.
I swear, I told you.
Okay.
I know.
Don't be texting it to anybody.
No.
Okay.
No. I give you my word. We both give you our word. We already discussed how we're going to handle this. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Every last bit.
That's such a conversation to be had.
Oh, that's a conversation, but you'd be dead tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. That's it. All right. Well, we got somebody else coming on here too. The other half.
The other half.
So yeah, Dawn's here too.
Yes.
Both of you guys made it out for my birthday party. I'm flattered. Thank you.
And we're so happy to be here. And we're excited for all the big things to come. All the events we're going to do together.
Yeah. So actually,
dinners we're going to do together.
So actually, I was thinking about, she's a wine person. I was thinking, okay, we should do an event here. And then one thing left in it, I'm like, we should do an event here in Vegas at the Sahara as a fundraiser to help horses. We'll have Dawn out here. We'll have a couple other people here. You out here. We'll pack it up. You had some ideas about like doing some cool things at the pool. I think
wants holograms of horses everywhere.
No, we could turn it into a party fundraiser.
But a meet and greet too. All these horse lovers coming together in one space.
Yep.
To celebrate together, but fundraise.
We could have a couple thousand people here.
We could. How cool would that be?
We should do it in the summer.
Absolutely.
All right, we're in.
We're in.
And listen, I got to give you a hug, okay? Because
you know I'm not a hugger.
You're not a hugger?
I'm not a hugger.
Are you really?
I hate hugs.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'm not going to give you a hug. I'm a hugger.
More of like let's do this, or like.
All right, let me, hold on. Let me do this. Is that what it is?
That's fine.
Okay, there you go. Okay. I'm from the East Coast.
I know.
We hug.
I get that.
Yeah, I hug all day long.
And I go like.
Yeah, I hug and I give kisses. That's what I do. Yeah, my kids hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how I was raised.
I was not raised like that. I was raised like, go sit down and no hugs.
Interesting. Okay. You must have been German.
Very.
Yeah, it's like fucking military.
Yeah. No hugs. No hugs.
Why are Germans so cold?
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
But
well, thank you.
Our hearts are warm.
Oh, is that so?
Just our resting bitch face presence is.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Well, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for sharing all this. I appreciate it.